Hello, folks. Vampiro 712 here for an advertisement for tomorrow afternoon. Nine great matches on this on the first night of this two-night spectacular, which bell time may be about maybe six, somewhere between 6 and 6:30. Let's run over the card. It's gonna be Brandon Styles against Rockstar Steve for the Symbol Wasteland title. Now, these guys have won the Symbol Wasteland title, but they have never met one on one. Well, that's going to all change tomorrow for a Symbol Wasteland title, just to let you know. Next matchup, we got Shao and Akira challenging Yoroharu Shoten for the Women's Tag Team Championships. This was supposed to happen last week, but unfortunately, with all the demand from athletes being put on the two-night show, we had to do it well, we're going to do it tomorrow, Saturday, in St. Louis. Like Bugs Bunny said at one time, see you, Screwy, in St. Louis. Or is it see you's in St. Louis, Screwy? Like I said, let me give an advertisement here. Give out to Shockwave Wrestling for a great show they had Thursday night. Fans were not too happy as Bullet Club continued their stupid antics again, and costed some of their favorites some matches. And speaking of which, Joe Kenny will not be able to defend the world title this weekend, but we got a special announcement for Sunday's show, how we're going to determine the number one contender for that, as that winner of that matchup tomorrow will get a shot, on Sunday, we'll get a shot at Joe Kenny and the MSW world title coming up next weekend. Also on this first night, you will see a first-time matchup between Mike Watson and the Rave Clown. This should be an exciting one. Extreme Rules. And then coming up, we got Full Metal 2 out of 3 falls. As these two had a match in ECW and Fisher pulled it out with the spine buster. Marcus St. Killer's not too happy. It seems like the only time he can win a match is when it's official and it's outside the backstage arena. So hopefully Marcus could change all that, because he didn't do too well last week. Went 0-1 against Fisher, and then last weekend he lost twice to Kenny. Even though he's making a claim that he did not get pinned in that 4-way match against Kenny on on that Sunday. He did invite Kenny to that matchup, and basically he still lost. So we're going to have Marcus St. Killer going against Fisher in a 2 out of 3 falls match. We'll see if his luck can change here. Also, a tag team matchup that was promised by Lennox and Brimstone to Blue Arrow, because there was a glitch in the Rumble that caused John Monaco not to be there. And we just love when 2K does that kind of crap. And we're gonna have Lennox and Brimstone defend the Tri-American Tag Team titles against Arrow and Monaco. Well, this is not a show, it's just an advertisement of what's going to happen tomorrow. If you do not know, we'll go over the matchup again. Brandon Styles against Rockstar Steve for the Symbol Wasteland title. First time they'll meet one-on-one. And then we got Shao and Akira going against Yoroharu Shoten for the Women's Tag Team title, as that was promised last week, but once again, because of the overwhelming demand for action, we weren't able to put it in there. So this weekend, we made a promise we will. Mike Watson against Rave Clown for the just a first time matchup. Yeah, I agree. And then, of course, we're going to have Full Metal Mayhem, 2 out of 3 falls. Marcus St. Killer and Ryan Fisher are going to go at it again, as Fisher's still reeling from that championship shot he took in the back of the head from Marcus last week. I don't know what's going on with that kid, I swear to goodness. Marcus used to be a well-known, popular guy, and then all of a sudden he turned into a Bullet Club scumbag. Like if you've seen Shockwave, once again he tried up and one up on the competition because he knows he's got Joe Kenny to face next week at Circus Mayhem over at Shockwave, so he decided to go and attack him. So I was going to give a lot more ammunition for Fisher to once again see if he can score another victory over Marcus, but this time he's going to have to get 2 falls on him. Then of course we just talked about that with Lennox and Brimstone granting a match against Monaco and Arrow in a defense of their tag team titles. We got coming up also a War Games match. Lorenzo, Wolfchild, Reverend Morbid, and Grid on one side of the ring, going against the Bullet Club members Moxley, Connors, David Finlay, and Michael Dreamer. And this is all going to go down because I know Finley's got G1 this weekend, so basically, you know, it is what it is. Of course, Reverend Morbid and Grit still feeling the reeling of the effect from that matchup they had last week when Moxley and Dreamer managed to get a victory over them. Yeah, that'll be coming up. This is tomorrow night, Harold, just to let you know. In St. Louis, Missouri. At the Gateway of Wrestling, of course, that their great auditorium over there at Keel Auditorium. Then, of course, we got a 6-woman tornado tag. Suspiria Del Rey has recruited Tasha and Jerry to help her out against Miss Alice, Asia Call, and Dana Brooke. This is going to be the first of 2 nights. This is for the Saturday night card. There will be a card on Sunday where one of the matches already signed will be Bull Run against Federal Mayhem in a defense of the tag team titles. Then we got Extreme Rules 2 out of 3. We got, well, not 2 out of 3. It feels like 2 out of 3. It's an elimination match. Big time speculation on this line because I heard the winners may be getting a future shot at the World Tag Team titles as Pierce Perch and Bryce Sanders are going against Mr. Amazing and the Iron Tailor. And then, of course, in the main event, Bratton Bomber had an open challenge as Billy Paul has answered it. And just to let you know, there will be an announcement made to decide who's going to be the number 1 contender going against Kenny for that MSW World title next week. Of course, Kenny would love to wrestle, but doctor's orders, they told him to sit out for a week. They told him to sit out until, I guess, when Circus Mayhem comes up. Because he not only got attacked by Perch and Sanders, and of course, that scumbag, Marcus King, Marcus Saint Killer, whatever the hell he wants to call himself, had to go out there and attack Kenny in the parking lot just to get one up on his competition because he knows that he may be losing that Shockwave Wrestling World title next week. And I'll say that much right now. So there's the whole card right there. We'll go over it again. Styles against Steve. Cinema Wasteland title. Women's Tag Team title. Obsidian challenging Uriah Shoten. First time matchup. Watson against Rave Clown in Extreme Rules match. Full Metal 2 out of 3. Ryan Fisher against Marcus St. Killer. Tri-American Tag Team titles. Lennox and Brimstone going against Air Attack. War Games. And there's the combatants right there. Muck Farkas King. I like that. Yeah. 6-woman war. Suspiria teaming up with the Bullet Babes to take on Asia Call, Dana Brooke, and their partner, Miss Alice. Which is also Asia's, Asia's stepmom, I guess you could say technically, because Asia is the daughter of Red Rose, but Dana Brooke is the daughter of Miss Alice. Sanders and Perch going against Iron Tailor and Mr. Amazing in a Extreme Elimination matchup, which means Extreme Rules Elimination match. And of course, you know what? That's going to be your downfall, Marcus. That will be your downfall, I guarantee you, man. And then, of course, the main event. Billy Paul against Bratnell Bomber for the Universal title. And, of course, tomorrow night we got a couple of matches already signed. Federal Mayhem's going to go against Bull Run in a rematch for their titles. Rematch for those tag team titles. And then, of course, just signed Corey Crichton against Clark Connors. And another big-time grudge matchup. So, there you go for Sunday. Get ready, folks. Join us tomorrow evening. It'll be about maybe 6 or 6:30. Who knows? For this first day of for the big weekend spectacular. Yeah, he will be wrestling Sunday. So, just to let you know. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night. Godspeed and take care, folks.